How's it going, guys? This is Ben Bailey with Sloth Performance. I'm over here. I have the GoPro on, so I don't know what I'm even looking at right now. Okay. Hello. Nice. So, I got a GoPro, a little handheld thing now, so I can also use the GoPro on my little chin mount. So, I guess we can see the ZX10. But yeah, we're gonna do an idle video of the ZX10. This is gonna be a competitor's flash, and we'll be able to, you know, we'll hear the idle, and then I'm gonna take this out on the street and do a little pull, and then what I'm gonna do is I'll put in my Gen 6 flash, and we'll hear the idle. I might go do a little pull or wait till the bike's street tuned, because I gotta pull the exhaust off to get an O2 bung welded onto the exhaust. So that's gonna be next. So we'll get the bung welded on the exhaust, and just stay tuned with us, because we'll go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the bike, and we'll listen to the idle. Since it's a competitor's tune, the idle is like a little erratic. And again, I'm not on here to teach you guys to tune or anything like that. It's just showing the differences in either stock or whatever's before versus going to a Sloth Performance tune. So here we have the Gen 6 ZX10 with their exhaust. We'll go ahead and fire this thing up. In neutral. I'm gonna let her heat up for a minute and then listen to the normal idle. Okay, so here's the normal idle that they have going on. Alright, now let's go for a little ride. Alright. Putting my gloves on, helmet. Hopefully this doesn't look too bad, or I'll have to switch my chin mount. But let's go for a little ride. I'm just gonna go down the street and back. See how the bike acts. A little before and a little after going on. Unfortunately, since I don't know where this thing's looking, I think it's a little tilted down, so I'm just gonna keep my chin up a little bit. We'll see how this video does. If not, I'll switch chin mounts, but here we go. Oop. And put this back in neutral. You'd think I'd know how to ride a dang bike, but no, I don't know how to do that either. Can hear me, but we'll see how this video this in neutral. Trying to switch this over. No, not that. There we go. Gotta switch traction control off. Slapped it wide open like that on some Gen 6s I've tuned, you're going over backwards. Especially stop height, stop wheelbase like this. Holy cow. We get it done though. We're gonna get it right. Is it gets a little warm, which for a ZX10 they usually run a little on the cooler side, but you can tell it's lean when the bike's going to get up to about 180 like this. You just cruising like this, usually it's a little cooler, but granted we're at about 95 to 100 degrees humidity. Outside is not cool at all. Yeah, we're jumping up into the 180s and we've been, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and load up another tune and get it right. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these 10s idling like this either. But we'll see you in the next section of this video. Peace. Alright guys, so this is what's considered the Flash right now. So you can go ahead and tell that the idle is a whole lot better. Fans are coming on a little earlier, and she's definitely not getting as hot as she was. So I'm gonna take her for a little ride down the road. Apologies for the still not the best in the world view, but we're basically gonna see how a competitor's flash is versus my flash. So just remember, a flash is just a D restriction, a few other things I can go over with later, but basically with my flashes, I put IAP and TPS fuel maps in. I can't ride either. I look stupid. Not using these ZX10 clutches. So I do put TPS and IAP maps in. They're not tailored to your bike. That's what the street tune is for. Let's just see how my flash goes. Definitely feels like more power. More power, baby. Never ridden my own flash bike before. I know that's weird. Wait, I might have, I don't know. But I definitely haven't ridden my own ZX10 flash because I just street tuned. But this is funny. First a little bit here. I do have shorts on, so I'm not trying to do nothing crazy. might sound like I'm blazing my own flash, but like, I understand what my customers mean now when they're like, oh, it feels a lot better versus somebody else's flash. But yeah, that quick little jaunt to 130, 140 was, she was strolling, guys. Definitely faster than was before. Because this is a couple, they both have bikes, both tuned by the same person, and you can definitely, and I've ridden both, and this bike is definitely faster now with just this flash than his dyno tuned bike. Go ahead and knock this into neutral. Y'all know I can't ride with it down. Okay guys, so that was a little ride along with just the flash. So I've got the O2 bung. I've got my guy gonna weld it this weekend so I can do the street tune to smooth everything else out. But I'm gonna be honest, that really impressed me with how just the flash did with this bike. So I'm really looking forward to the street tune. I know I got helmet hair too. It's hot, burning alive, but I thought it would be a pretty cool video to just go ahead and kind of compare, because really I've never ridden my own flash bike before, like me send out a flash or me just do a flash, especially on a Gen 6. So it was pretty cool to tell the difference. And while I was riding, I haven't looked at the video yet, so I don't know if you can hear me or not, but when I was getting around 10, 10.5 with my flash on there, the wheel was starting to pick up, and with this not being like strapped or stop height, I just rolled out of it real quick. Pick up off the ground at all with the old flash on it. So stay tuned. I'll see about making a street tune video. That way, you know, I have a GoPro so you guys can see like from the helmet, and I also will figure out like another mounting point for the helmet, because I think that you guys also probably can't even see like the road or nothing. But I mean, for this time, if you saw the dash and a little of something, that's what it's really meant for. But yeah, this is now Sloth tuned, and we're gonna go ahead and do the street tune later. So you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, and just, you know, keep up with us, and we'll try to bring you some more content and get better as time goes on.